Now we will take a close look on the news at Garmin's booth here at the IWA, and that is a bow hunting site that is total revolution for the bow hunter, and it's a new Tactix smartwatch. I'm now standing here with the Garmin's new Tactix watch. And Marcus, this is a development from the success of the Phoenix watch, I understand. Please tell me what's the new features.
Yes, we have our Phoenix 5 series that is a very success and very high demand, and we can actually see different target groups that are actually reaching for it, both outdoor, hunters, and also military interested persons in the service branch. Yeah. For the target group of the more tactic or military environment, we have the Tactix Charlie. And that is a military version of the Phoenix 5. It's a lighter material, it has a jump master, so whenever you deploy out of a plane, it helps you calculate the height when you should pull the parachute. We also have night goggle feature, which make it easy to see with the night goggles so you don't disturb the area or give your position away. To that, it has the popular map function, track back, so you can find your position. It's got your heartbeats, which could be interesting in a fighting position and as a hunter. And you also have the track to the dog, which we have in the Phoenix 5.
Yeah. Well, for those one who is not familiar with the Phoenix 5, all the base functions of that, tell me just shortly about why I have this kind of outdoor smartwatch.
Yeah, many people want to be reached but not disturbed when they're out in the forest or in the mountains. And then we have the smart capacity and connection to the cell phone, so you get message. But the next step is actually to have an active GPS function with mapping, trackback, as I said, if you get lost. You also get the height, you get the GPS. So it's actually a modern way of a map and positioning feature built into a watch that you can have for a full week, that you actually have a very long battery time in.
Yeah, nice. And I also know here there is a rubber, I don't know the English word, band, yeah. But it comes with many different, if you want to style it for your own kind of...
Yeah, it could be stylish, it could be useful, because we have this quick fix, so it's very easy to attach and detach the bracelet, and we have that in leather, if you're going to go smoothly with your tie, or we have it in rubber, which you can use in a tactical situation, or we have a metal band, which could be in between. Some would like to have a more an orange one if they're into fitness, you have the fitness tracker. So it's actually many watches in one, depending on what your look and feel is. And that is the main next step of a smartwatch, is that it's a 24/7 watch. You just don't only use it in the track facility or running or hunting, you have it 24/7.
Yeah, perfect. And below in the description I will put a link to Garmin's homepage, so if you want to learn more about this, just hit the link and you can read everything about it. And,
please do.
You have also some new exciting announcement for bow hunters.
Yes.
I understand. Shall we go or take a look at that one?
Yes, I will introduce it to my colleague, Claus Bo, who's actually a bow instructor, so he really knows what he's talking about, as he has instructed bow hunters himself. Yeah. And it's a really good product. We won awards at the shoot show in Las Vegas, and it's one of a kind. Yeah. Please go.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So now I have come over to the other new stuff here in Garmin's stand, and I'm standing here together with Claus. Claus, I don't know anything about bow hunting, almost anything, but I realized that this is almost a revolution for the bow hunters, what this new site can do. Can you please tell us about the new bow site from Garmin?
Absolutely. This is the Xero bow site that Garmin just announced. And it is, I would say, a revolution in the way that it combines a laser rangefinder with basically a ballistics computer. So what you do is when you install the sight and when you calibrate it, you basically learn the sight, the exact ballistics or trajectory of your arrow with the bow. So as complex as the product is, it's super simple to use. What you have is you have a trigger on the grip, and what you do is you press and hold the trigger, and when you look through the sight, you get a red dot.
Yeah.
That red dot you use for for measuring distance.
So you put that on the animal you want.
Exactly. Yeah, and then you can see the distance in a little display above. When you have the distance, you just release the trigger, and then you get a green dot. The green dot is what you use for aiming. So, in contrast to traditional bow hunting, where you measure the distance separately with a laser rangefinder, and then take that away, and then you select the pin in your sight. It's all now combined in one.
Yeah. And that, I suppose, is a great benefit that you don't have to move.
Exactly. That's, to me as a bow hunter, probably the most important feature of the sight is less movement. So you can imagine, usually I used to take the laser rangefinder, put it back, grab my bow, and all of that. In the meantime, either the animal saw me and disappeared, or maybe it moved, so now the distance is something else.
Yeah.
With this one, I'm basically standing, ready, and keeping my eye on the animal. When I think it's time to draw the bow, I basically draw the bow. I have the distance and the shot solution all at once. So it's less guesswork, it's faster, and there's much less risk that you spook away the animal.
Yeah. And I understood that there is 2 versions of this sight. What is the difference between the 2?
Yeah. So one difference between the cheaper and the more expensive one is that the expensive one can store up to 10 different arrow profiles, meaning that, for example, if you shoot like a training arrow, which would tend to be a little bit lighter, you can save that ballistic, if you will, in the sight, and then you can calibrate the sight with another arrow, which is heavier, which of course has a different trajectory. You can store up to 10 different arrow profiles in the more expensive one, which is of course handy if you're shooting different arrows. Secondly, the more expensive one, the I model, will integrate with the Phoenix watch, meaning that when you shoot the arrow, the sight will sense the shot because of vibration, and it will communicate with the watch, which knows your position from GPS. The sight knows the distance to the target, of course, and it also has a built-in compass. So now we have basically from where I'm standing, my position, and then I have distance and bearing to the target. So it calculates the position of the target and stores it in the watch. So when I need to go and find the arrow or find the animal, I already have the position in my watch. In case I need to go, upstream some water and across a bridge or something, I can always find where the animal was standing when I took the shot.
That's a really clever solution.
It's really, really clever. It's really, really helpful. Yeah. As a bow hunter, the first thing you always want to do is find the arrow. Yeah. It's an indication of what happened, and it really determines what to do next. So it's key to find the arrow. So it's really, really helpful.
Yeah. And this product, when will it be out in the market? Is it out now, or is it launched later this year? Yeah,
so it's announced, and we showed on this exhibition. We expect to ship it in Europe within 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, so definitely during this season at least.
Yeah, it should be ready for this summer's hunt. Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Claus, for showing us this. And if you want to learn more about this, I put a link in the description below here as well. So you just go to Garmin's webpage and read everything about this. Thank you. If you like our videos, do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to us if you support us by subscribing to our channel.